Alright, so now that my surgery's done, I feel like I should have, at the very beginning, talked about why I ended up going with surgery instead of doing any other form of treatment for sinuses. So I'll just give you a brief history of my sinuses. So about for about 3 to 4 years, I've been having really bad sinus infections, really bad congestion, blowing my nose all year round, sneezing a lot, red eyes, just like a lot of sinus things going on. And so finally went to an ENT who had me get a CT scan. She found polyps, blocked airways, lots of inflammation, and she ended up transferring me to someone else who specialized in my conditions more. And that surgeon told me that really a long-term fix would be surgery. I could keep trying medications and they could not work for me. And so and I'd tried nasal spray and steroids and stuff like that, and it wasn't enough for me. And so the surgeon did a polyp removal, or a bunch of polyps. He said he couldn't count, there were so many. He removed a bunch of polyps. He fixed my deviated septum, which is apparently pretty typical when they go in and do surgery, just so that they have optimal room to work in. So hopefully this side is more opened up now that my septum is fixed, which is this part of your nose right here. And then they shrunk turbinates. So your turbinates are back in your nose cavities here, and they shrunk those because they were so enlarged. So they didn't completely remove those because those are helpful to your sinuses too. So yeah, I'm just hoping that the doctors really thought that the polyps were the main issue, because they would swell when I would have allergy type of symptoms and close my nose up. So now that those polyps are gone, hopefully that can be a long-term fix for me. They did express that polyps can grow back, so this could be a surgery that I would possibly have to have again, but they are, and I am hoping for the best. Alright, I'm going in for my pre-surgery COVID test. They're testing people now before any type of surgery, just to make sure, I think, so that, I don't know, so that you don't infect all the surgery staff. So here goes nothing. Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of burned the nose, but it was quick. It was probably my quickest appointment yet. Okay, so what they just did for my COVID test, and my nose is still irritated by it, but it was really quick. They just took my temperature, and then they took this kind of like long Q-tip, and she said it'll be quick and it might burn a little bit. And so I told her to go up this nose, because this nose is usually like has the bigger polyp in it. So I said it would be easier to go up this side of my nose. So she stuck it up there and like kind of swabbed around for, I don't know, a couple seconds, and then pulled it out. But if you have a sensitive nose like me, I just sneezed like 10 times in a row because of just like the irritation that was in there. So I'll probably be blowing my nose for a little bit. But I'm also today starting prednisone, steroid, because my surgeon likes to have everything shrunken down before he goes in and does the surgery. And so I've been on prednisone before, just for severe sinus infections and congestion, and I don't really like it because it makes me feel really dizzy. But if it's gonna help my surgeon get the surgery done, then I'll do it. But hopefully after the surgery I won't have to do steroids for a while. So I'll be taking those for the next 5 days until my surgery. It is a day after I got my my coronavirus test, so I thought I would go online and see if the results
have come in yet for that. They did tell me that they would call, but I figured I'd just look at my online health portal to see if it was posted, but it hasn't been posted, so that means that they're either calling back tomorrow or Monday. Okay, so I just got an email that from my doctors that my that I had a test result in, so it must be for the coronavirus test. So I'm gonna look online at my results. Let's see if I can find it. Test results. COVID-19. I feel like they would have called if it was positive, so it must be negative. We'll see though. Not detected. Yes. No coronavirus. Not that I thought I had it. I definitely expected it to be negative. Yay. Alright, so here's my outfit for today. They told me to wear a button up and all I have is long sleeve and it's like 85 degrees out. So it's gonna be a hot one till I get into the hospital, and then I remember from my appendix surgery that it's freezing in there. Also, you can't wear any deodorant, so currently very hot without deodorant. Alright, I am on my way. Jeff is dropping me off. He cannot come inside, so we'll see if this is the right building. It's a little confusing. Listening to some very somber music this morning from Jeff.
Vespertine by This Will Destroy You came out today. Green album.
I'm a bit lost. Let's see if I'm in the right place. Okay, so I've got a pretty sweet setup here. They've got this thing that pumps into me right here for heat or for cool air in case I get too hot, which I'm finding I'm really hot with my mask on. And then I've got my hand IV in. It went really well. I'm very happy with how she did it. But it should be about an hour until my surgery, so now I just sit and wait. Just super, super tired. I felt the blood start to drip. Update, still very, very tired. I'll probably just go home and sleep. Jeff just picked me up. Looking very tired. My lips are very dry. It's hard to drink because they have splints up in here. So when I drink, it pulls on my nose and it kind of scratches in my nose. But it's raining, a good day to just sleep the day away. Back home, probably will be in bed all night like this. I am still able to eat tonight. I had an applesauce and been eating some watermelon. It's just the key is not moving the upper lip because then the stints move. Today is day 2. I am feeling more nauseous today than I did yesterday, but I am in the car. I had to run to Walgreens with my mom, and I feel like I'm getting kind of motion sick, but it wasn't too far away, so it's not bad. Just in my eyes, you can tell my eyes just look kind of full, like they were really puffy yesterday, and they still kind of are. But taking pills, and they gave me oxycodone every 4 hours, and I'm just sleeping a lot. Like I'll probably go back and sleep again. That's all I really do. Day 2. So last night I took off. You can see I don't have the gauze on anymore. I never really experienced any bleeding on it, so that's been a nice surprise. And I've also been able to breathe through my nose, which is also a surprise, but I think it's because I have those stints up in there. Today is day 3, and I think I'm just really sore. And almost my teeth area, I don't know. And then my throat is super dry. it's hard to talk a little bit, but hopefully I'm feeling less nauseous today, because usually I just get up and I feel nauseous and then I have to sit back down again. So hoping for a less nauseous day. So I just showered today for the first time and pretty much just took a lot of energy out of me. I was probably in there for too long, too warm. But yesterday, I'd been doing the neti pot for a couple days, and last night I did it. And a huge chunk of, I don't even know what, dry blood or mucus just like went down my throat, and I swallowed it. It was pretty nasty feeling. But it's kind of starting to come out of my throat because I can't blow my nose. I just realized I am sporting a drip of blood here. I didn't know that. Apparently I woke up with it. But I'm starting to like smell the inside of my nose, which is a really gross smell. And it's like I wish I could blow it. We have secured the donuts. We've got a tea cake. Oh, well, we got a tea cake in here. And we've got a glazed and then Minnesota State Fair donuts. Yum. So today is day 4 after the surgery. I rested a lot today, still took a lot of naps, slept in. Last night I thought I would stop taking my pain pills and see how that went, but today around 2 I was pretty miserable and I decided to take a pain pill, but I've only taken 1 today. But my face is just in a lot of pain, and I would have taken ibuprofen or aspirin or something like that, but I'm allergic and I start wheezing, so I really only had the choice of taking oxycodone. So would also like to mention that yesterday and today I'm experiencing a lot of like blood clots coming down the back of my throat and out my mouth, so that is kind of a gross reality. So it really helps to be doing the neti pot in both nostrils because it breaks that up and helps that come out. Today is day 5 of recovery. I'm doing pretty good. I just took 1 pain pill today. I did forget to mention that last night, mainly because I just went to bed after, but last night I was feeling really nauseous and I did end up throwing up. So that was my first experience with actually throwing up, but I'm doing better today. Still tired, but definitely better. I'm ready to get these stents out. Still blood clots coming out of the mouth. Today is day 6 of recovery. I feel like my routine, at least today, or the past few days, has been like sleep the whole morning and then stay up the rest of the day until I go to bed. So today I woke up at about 9 and I took a shower and then I went back to bed until 2:20. And now I'm trying to stay up until I go to bed. Also today was the first time that I felt like I had to sneeze this whole time, which I was kind of concerned about because I'm not supposed to be blowing through my nose. So I just kind of did whatever I could to make that feeling go away. Alright, I'm going in to get my stents out. Yay! Looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be really uncomfortable. Alright. Oh. Alright, so my stents just got taken out. I am very sneezy. Like, I've sneezed about 10 times because he took the stents out, then he numbed my nose, and then he went in with the camera and a little suction, and he suctioned out like all the gross mucus. He got some big ones. And so I feel comfortable to sneeze. It's still like a little tender to the touch, or just sore, but it feels good to have those stents out. I can move my nose better now.
But he said some of my polyps were fingernail size inside my nose, and that's after having shrunk them down with steroids. So that's crazy. I asked him how many he pulled out, and he said they don't really count. There was a lot. Oh my goodness.